Hello, everybody. Checking the camera, checking the phone. The microphone is running. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it seems like we are online again. Okie dokie. Chat active. Yes. Okay. Yes, we are online. We are. If the sound might not work, just let me know. But it seems like it's working. That's great. Hello, everyone. In next live stream, Together in Truth, number 11. Welcome in the space for being your absolutely true self. As open space for everything that wants to rise, not suppressing, just being authentic and sharing whatever wants to be shared, what's happening out of nothingness, out of non-intentional, unconditional freedom, love, just flowing by itself, as everything always is effortlessly flowing, direct manifestation, as whatever is. So this interaction into this moment, into whatever is manifesting itself, is the cause of suffering. Is the seemingly dream of duality, dream of one and two, dream of separation, which causes suffering. Attachments, desires, all kind of those can only arise when there is a seemingly dream of an ego going on, yeah? But if you're just really authentic with yourself, being completely silent, not doing anything, not trying to achieve anything, seeing all tendencies of avoidance, seeing all tendencies of attachments, and just by seeing it, and that's the only thing, just being and seeing, okay, I was identified. I identify myself in the story now. Just by seeing it, which is not giving attention to the outer world, not giving attention into this mind stories, not giving attention into separation. So like the attention from the outside, by just being, the attention just go to the inner, yeah? Just, and then you can just see it. Okay, there is identification going on. Okay, this is not who I really am. This is, again, a story where I lose myself just by seeing it, and then it dissolves. Yeah, then you can just feel this openness, this ease of existence, which is much bigger than you thought and believed to be. This absolute unconditional freedom, aliveness, openness, love, which is just there. You cannot define it, you cannot localize it, you cannot identify it, where it's come from, where it is, but it's just a feeling that there is something much bigger than what I thought and believed to be. This absolute beingness, unconditional beingness, unconditional freedom, which is, and this will be more and more obvious to itself when you always just come back to this moment. Oh guys, sorry, I think I have to chat filter again. I made the same mistakes all the time with the chat. So now I can see all those messages. Sorry, guys. Yeah, now everything is unlocked. Yeah, okay. Hello, what's up? Welcome, Arnab, Goose. Good as always, good as always. As that what we truly are never change. That's the good news. The good news, so to say. For that what you truly are, which doesn't need any news because everything arises out of that. And that true nature that we are never changes. So this channel is about being authentic, just asking every questions that wants to arise about your existential questions, whatever is in your system, whatever you want to share. Just open room for authenticity, for awakening, for exploring, just being together in truth, which is the translation to Satsang, Satsang, life Satsang, just being authentic as the eternal moment. So this is what is it about? Just the open space for sharing everything, to ask any question, to be authentic, to let go of everything, just being. Whatever wants to arise, there is no plan, there is no script, there is no preparation. In that case, I have nothing to say what I prepared on my paper or something. Isn't it funny how the universe is like 23 billion years old and I am probably gonna live till 80 years old? Yeah, that's the paradox when you look at it from the perspective of a human. But when you're just reminding yourself who you truly are, there is this absolute knowing that the universe, however long it took seemingly to evolve to the humanity and evolution, whatever, it's not even a split of second. Yeah. So there is an evolution going on in the universe, seemingly birth of universe, but it's only in the dream, not in reality. So the whole evolution is not even a split of second, yeah, because there's no real evolution going on. So the universe is so and so years old, yes, but it's just a dream. It's not reality. It's not like that what you truly are can just change the whole universe or disappear the whole universe in one split of second. So there's no real, order of time, chronicle time, real happening. This is the dream of separation. This is the dream of believing that there's a real time going on, a timeline of development and evolution. This is the dream. So the whole existence doesn't know any time, doesn't know any future, doesn't know any past. It's always the eternal moment, yeah? I sometimes wonder what was I before my first thought, try to think hard about it, sometimes maybe to search some answers. Yeah, what is there when there is a no thought? What is there here and now when there are no thoughts? Not giving attention to thoughts? Like what is always there? What is that? What is always there before everything, beyond everything? Yeah. That's always the question, yeah? Who am I? Just this pure question out of giving the attention to the outer world and trying to find an answer in the world, in the creation, just going back to yourself, just this pure question, who am I? Yeah? And just being authentically here and now. So you can only find yourself what you cannot not be, which is beyond everything, but it's not conditioned by that what is, so to say, as the world or creation or thinking, thoughts, the body. Yeah, so that's the room for that. So we can just explore together, being in truth, because there's nothing but truth, yeah, expressing itself as whatever is. which is the direct manifestation of godliness. So, yeah. Sorry, adjust the camera somehow. Yeah. So you don't need anything, you know, every idea, every concept, every bubble of whatsoever is just another idea of something. But the question is, who needs anything to be what you are? Is that what you truly are, really something that needs something to be what it is? To be the peace or to attain the peace first because now you believe it's not enough? That's the illusion, yeah? So, you know, all these questions can only arise from the ego, which is the dream of separation. And always this question, who needs anything? Is that what you truly are? Something that needs something to be what it is? Or is it just by itself what it is? Always eternal. So this is how life is playing itself out of this seemingly dream of forgetfulness, believing we are the human body-mind system in a world, and then asking all those existential questions. Who am I? Where I come from? Is there God? What is the truth? But always overlooking what is the only real besides, between all those questions, which can only be what you are, yeah? The guy who acts like he has no ego has the highest ego. Yeah, this is the spiritual ego. Like claiming that an ego can, now I reached the state of enlightenment, now I am awakened. This is the spiritual ego. Again, separation, again, another illusion, another dream, where you're dreaming yourself, believing, thinking the state before was less worth than where I am now, and this is the real state. So all possible identifications are possible, yeah, but this is still a dream, because every dream of separation requires this ego. But what is there when there is no ego? Like always, here and now, in this eternal moment. Yeah. Yeah, I am from Germany, if you mean the body here. Seemingly in Germany, yeah. So it's always the question, what is here and now, which is unconditional, but it still is what it is, which cannot be reached, which cannot be lost, which can only be your true nature of what you cannot not be, and just seeing that everything else is just a relative idea of what you are not, which cannot be the real you, which is the only that can be, which is always, yeah. So like the forgetfulness can happen, like a dream which never happened, but just to take this illustration of like in a movie in a cinema, yeah. There is the projector, there is the light, and there is the screen, and there is the movie, yeah. But we are forgetting ourselves in the movie itself, forgetting about all this, where it's all coming from, being completely identified with the movie, with all those roles, characters, we think and believe that the world is real, there's a real material things, and I'm here as the body-mind system, and there's a real world in separation to me. But forgetting what is before the world, what is the beyond the world, yeah? And then awakening process can happen. Like asking yourself, this world, this life, this body-mind system, this is not who I am. Something else has to be there. And then the meditation begins, yeah? An inevitable process of reminding yourself who you truly are. Meditation, I am not this. No, there has to be something more. This is not who I am. And then you are just not giving the attention anymore to the world, to achievements, ambitions, to gather more things, being better than everybody, more and more, materialism, some concept of believing, not believing, giving attention to whatsoever of stupidity. I am this, I'm not that. Being a philosopher and reading thousands of books that nobody else understands because they are so difficult words that nobody is just getting. So then the meditation begins, and then you are putting, like, the attention, awareness is more and more aware of itself, so to say, not putting the attention to the screen anymore, but that, what is the projector? The dream loses the energy, the relevance, yeah, the power. So then you inevitably just remind yourself that you are not the screen and the world, but which is before, which is doing this movie, you know? Yeah, it's not about anything. This is not about anything. Nothing is about anything, as everything is eternal life, just playing itself, yeah? Hello, welcome. Katos Prime. So it's not about anything, as everything is life itself. Everything is life. All of you guys here, wherever you are, everything is life. You are life, eternal life. Talking to itself, entertaining itself, maybe reminding yourself that there is only life. Just a self-entertainment going on. Like you might have forgotten who you truly are. And this is the space for reminding yourself who you really are here in this live stream. So it's not about anything, yeah. So like your family or whatever is manifested is always what you are, unseparately, as the direct manifestation of godliness. Yeah. And this is what seems to be forgotten sometimes. Identifying with the body-mind system, thinking I am here, the body-mind, which is just a manifestation of consciousness, but not real existing human body-mind in a world, which implies already separation. Yeah. So just to see this as an illusion and not keeping attention, not putting attention to the dream anymore of separation, but just being absolutely here and now and just reminding yourself that you are the absolute dreamer of everything, yeah? Which is the unconditional freedom, where there is no resistance anymore, resisting the moment, however it manifests itself, where there's no interaction to, oh, this should be better, this is wrong, this is right, where you already again separate yourself from the wholeness, seemingly, yeah? Judging, identifying, attaching, desires, which is all dream of separation. Yeah. So it's always the question, what is here and now? What is the unconditional that cannot not be here and now? By just simply being and seeing that what you are is always and unchangeable, yeah? Hello guys, you can just ask any question, you can just share yourself in the chat. It's like an open space for everything, for everyone, with whatever arises, whatever wants to be shared. Just a space for your authentic being and selves. Yeah. Yeah. So nothing ever happened. Nothing really happens because everything what is arises out of you. So everything that is cannot condition that what you are, because everything comes out of you. Without you, there will be no universe, no world, no experience, nothing. Without you, yeah? So just to reminding ourselves again on what we are truly are, out of this dream of, the world is real, we have to save the world, and everybody is so bad, and this guy is so and so judging everybody, just putting attention to the outside but never to the inner of their own, just running away into the dream of illusion of separation, suffering, not even realizing that this causes suffering. Yeah. Always keeping attention to the dream, but not really to that what really is always. Where everybody, the whole world is seeking the same, the unconditional that we are, where there is no need anymore for anything, where there's no seeking anymore, no searching anymore, no relativity anymore of beginning and ending, where when you identify yourself with being human, you immediately have the fear of losing your body, losing yourself, and not knowing what is happening after death and what will come. All those fears, existential fears, are actually absolute illusion. Just because we are identifying ourselves with the human body, yeah, everything comes and goes. The ocean is playing all waves. However the wave is, like the body appearing, the body is seemingly born and it will die. But the question is, are you the body? How can you be something that comes and goes? Which would mean that your nature, that what you truly are, is not attractive enough. It's not like, hello guys, Rodolfo, Erdogan, welcome. Which would mean that your nature is relative, yeah? That what you truly are is just not whole, it's not good enough. How can that what you be come and go? Yeah? And then you meditate, and then you're just reminding yourself that you are just God, you're unconditional love. And that's the only that is, which is the whole existence itself. However it manifests itself, everything is you, everything is unconditional freedom in manifestation of whatsoever arises, whatever is. Out of the dream, I'm a human, oh my God, who am I, where I come from, is there a God, is there no God, what is life, what is this all about? So just reminding that it's just you as God, godliness, playing existence, like being what is, yeah? Where there's no idea of any separation anymore, because every separation is just hell. Separation means one and two, in separation to each other, which is not really true, because yeah, there's no, it's not about discussion about whatsoever, it's just live talking to live, without any intention of proving or claiming to be whatsoever. It's just live talking to itself. Yeah. The kingdom of heaven is already here, as always. This cannot change. Like the kingdom of heaven is again an idea, but that what God is always and everything, everybody, as everything is made of God, so to say, yeah? Because there is nothing else. And this is the seemingly reminding that nothing else is but love, unconditional love, God, godliness, just playing itself, yeah? So, and just to see that this absolute ease of existence, which everything is just playing itself by itself without any control, without any instance that could decide or not decide what to do, what not to do. Like those words here are just coming absolutely spontaneous, immediate, out of that what I am, out of that what you are, unseparately, just by itself, without thinking what to say, how to say. It just happens by itself, like the breathing, you know, seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, all those sensations. It's just absolute immediacy of manifestation, just happening by itself, but there's nobody in control or no control. It's just happening, it's just flowing, yeah? As it is, absolutely as it is, effortlessly, direct flow of energy, yeah? And just seeing it. I don't understand your perspective. Yeah, the problem is that this is not a perspective, because perspective would mean I am here and I have a perspective of life, which will already mean this is again a dream of separation, yeah? But where there's no I, then this what is absolute immediacy is the only that is. Yeah? And it's not about a perspective, because perspective again means that in the dream that you are dreaming, there's an instance that has to have a perspective on seeing life so and so, but not so. Like, and there's another perspective from you seeing life in a different perspective. It's all illusion again, yeah? So here we are together just to remind ourselves that every perspective of whatsoever is just not what you are, yeah? This is just life happening by itself. There's nobody to have a perspective of life. Yeah? As there is only life, which you cannot not be, and everything happens just out of itself. Like all those billions processes in the body and the whole universe, it just like by itself, it just is. It's absolute ease of existence, just being what is, yeah? What's the purpose of life? There is no purpose of life. As again, this question can arise only from the ego. And because there is only life, and every question is just, you know, forgetfulness. So just reminding yourself that what you are doesn't need anything, has no questions at whatsoever. It just whatever happens is the purpose, so to say, because there's no instance to ask what is the purpose, what is not the purpose. You know, it's just life happening. Whatever is manifesting, it's pure life existence, God, just playing, just being what is, manifestation of whatever is. Eating, sleeping, playing cards, driving a car, visiting another country, meeting family, but it's all life, existence dancing with itself, yeah? So the purpose, who is asking the question? Who needs any purpose? That's the question. How can life have a purpose? It's just the existence playing, yeah? Godliness in manifestation. So there is nobody who could have any question to whatsoever, yeah? Like just be without questions and you will discover that you are the answer, yeah? So no, because every belief again requires an ego. So who needs a belief? Yeah. Belief is again hell, as there's an ego believing in something, imagining something, and then giving an energy again to the dream. But when you don't put attention to any belief and the ego drops, like then you can recognize again you are life itself, absolute godliness, always as the eternal moment manifesting itself as whatever is, and that's life. That's existence, yeah? Dancing. Unconditional love, dancing with itself, just eternally. Yeah. So how can God believe in God? Is God schizophrenic? And here we are to remind ourselves that we are God. There's nothing else. This is what you are. This is your true nature. Yeah. There is only life, only existence, talking to itself eternally in all those different forms. Now in the form of this live chat, where everybody comes online and we are all here in the same space, seemingly for all those different places in the world. But in reality, there is no separation, there's no distance between us guys, wherever you are in the world. There's no real distance, there's no real places in the world in separation and distance. It seems like that in a dream, but this is just a dream. There's no real separation going on. This is just live dancing, yeah? So, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely welcome. Just be yourself, guys. Ask any questions, whatever wants to arise. There's no plan, no script, no preparation here. So just being authentic, whatever wants to arise, just being absolutely ourselves. As we cannot not be ourselves, yeah? Even if we are not knowing intuitively who we really are, we still are God, as there's no other possibility. Yeah. As there is only God, everything is made out of God, so to say. So whatever you are in your life situation now, it is godliness who you truly are. Yeah. And it's not about philosophy. It's not about another concept of whatsoever. What is life not, what is reality, what is non-reality. It's all about existential questions. They can only arise out of the illusion, yeah? You are God. There's nothing else. Everything is God, yeah. Yeah, before you was born, you are always what you are. This unconditional freedom that you are is always. Before death, before being born, whatever happens, whatever is, that's what you truly are. The beyond consciousness, the absolute dreamer of everything is unconditional, always being what is, yeah? Yes, this is why this live stream is happening, just to remind ourselves that there is only God. Of course, this word is like the most misunderstood and misinterpreted word in the world, yes, because God, so many religions, so many concepts, so many theories and whatsoever. But this is just our nature, yeah. Love from India. Hello, guys. Yeah. God is love, unconditional love, which is everything. And there's nothing more, nothing less. God is just a name, just a word, which should just be a pointer on what you truly are. Yeah. Beyond every concept, beyond every imagination, beyond every idea. Yeah. So by just not running away again from ourselves, which we are doing, yeah, constantly, like losing the focus is going to the illusion, we're giving energy to that, attention, and therefore suffering is coming out. And we are maintaining this, not realizing who we truly are. Yeah. So just by being absolutely here and now, which is always the only thing that is, so to say, is the eternal moment where there is no movement into the future or some expectations to the future, no attachments to the past. It's all like losing the focus, losing the attention to the dream. Yeah, this is the Osho in the background. How do we know who we really are? Just don't ask this question and see what remains. Don't ask any question, because every question is again losing the focus into the outer world or thinking or some concepts, you know. You're just running away into the imagination and trying to find an answer. But just be authentically you, here and now, and don't put the attention to any questions. And see what is there. When there's no questioning going on, when there's no attention into thinking processes, what remains there? Because what you truly are can only be, but not being reached or found, you know? It can only be. Yeah. Yeah. A knife cannot cut itself, absolutely, yeah. So it's not about trying, it's just by absolutely being, yeah. Because when you try, again, you're running away from yourself. Because who is trying? Who is again trying something to achieve, yeah? It's not an achievement, it's not something to reach. Like the ego loves, of course, the concept of enlightenment. Ego loves the concept of awakening. But the question is, who is there to ask all those questions and to reach the state of whatsoever? Because you're running away from yourself, which is only here and now, always as the direct moment, yeah? And then you are the answer. Being without any question, you are the answer. Because you can only be what you are. And when you think and believe that yeah, I have to try to do this, to achieve this. I have to meditate to reach the state of consciousness of enlightenment. Whatsoever you think to do is always running away from yourself. Yeah. God is the direction. Yeah, there's nothing else but God. So everything is out of God. So this is this eternal happiness that you are, exactly knowing that nothing ever can happen because everything is God. And everything is manifestation of what you truly are. Yeah, absolutely. And nothing else can ever condition your true nature. So people are asking about the responsibility and, but for responsibility, there has to be a two. One instance who is responsible for something to another instance. But in reality, there's only God. There's no second instance to that what God is. Yeah. And here we are to remind ourselves on that. Yeah. Knowing yourself. Reminding yourself who you truly are. Absolute. This is the key. This is your eternal, never-ending nature that you cannot not be. Being who you are, knowing who you are. So even if you're in a seemingly dream of separation, not knowing who you are what you are anyways. This is the only thing that it's not possible that God can lose himself or forget himself. Yeah, it can happen as a temporary dream, and here we are to be in this pure energy of our beingness, to remind ourselves that you cannot forget yourself, that what you truly are is always, it cannot change. Yeah. Yeah. So I am you, you are me. There's no difference. This is God talking to himself in all those different variations, yeah, with words, with, audition, sensations, sounds, touching. I am you, you are me, absolutely. And this is the love, where there is no separation anymore, and I am here, I am better than you, and my behavior is better, you should be the same, you have to change. This will be again a war, yeah? And separation going on, Me is you and I am you, exactly, yeah. But if parts of me have been programmed by society, business, yeah, that's what we're here. To remind ourselves, and when we are suffering, and in a point in our life, we can just always now come back to what we truly are and see through all those attachments, society, limiting belief systems, It is the indoctrination that began in the childhood from the school, from unconscious parents and teachers all around, teaching you are a human body, mind system, you have to learn, you are separate from another, you have to achieve something in your life, you have to do this, you have to hard work, all this programming is going on. But just to see it as a program, just to see it that this is not who you truly are, that you've been living out of the program, but the software can always be rewritten, yeah? By seeing this is a limiting belief system, by just seeing this is not who I am, this is limiting myself, reminding yourself that you are the abundance, that you are godliness, and then the reprogramming, like the viruses are just uninstalled, and instead of that, you are just acting out of the infinity that you are, not believing into any limiting belief systems anymore, which can only make you small and make you forgotten who you are, that everything is always possible, yeah? Yeah. And exactly knowing, because you are the energy direct, then you're not acting anymore from the limiting belief systems, from the mind, collected all this bullshit from other people, from generations over generations, giving to children from parents, whatsoever it is, misunderstanding about money, about what life is, what is not, you know? And just to see this as a limiting programming, just deleting the software and always reminding yourself who you truly are, and then just being the abundance and clearly seeing what is your passion, what is your excitement, and just living it passionate, excited. So you are life itself, as you always has been, seemingly forgotten, but now you know this absolute trust and knowing, which is unconditional. And that's it. Nothing ever happened. You are the eternal life playing itself. And everybody of you has a beautiful purpose, so to say, yeah? Living the passion, living the what is feeling good for you, what is your joy, what is your excitement, yeah? And not resisting life anymore, not resisting the moment, which is always the eternal moment here and now, the absolute directness of flowing energy, of love, not resisting anymore. Because every resistance is causing seemingly suffering. Yeah. Life is who I am. Life is who you are. That's it. There's nothing more to say. This absolute knowing who you are, absolutely. Yeah. I imagine it's hard to give a message and interact with the audience, but I'm guessing this is 100% based on your followers. I don't know what you mean. Everybody can share themselves here. I think the chat is open for everybody. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, human is the only animal that live in future and past. Absolutely agree with that. Yeah, we are just, it's like a side effect of our intelligence, seemingly, that we are getting lost in the mind and believing that there's a real past and real future. And you are missing life, which is always here and now, which is the advantage of animals, always being present moment, yeah? Like children, yeah? Just being absolutely present, the presence itself, life itself, playing with itself, and the attention is not going in the past and not to the future, because both are just not there. Not even the present moment is there, where somebody could be in that, yeah? Because this is the directness of manifestation. This is what we are. Always fresh, direct, what is, yeah? Okay. Yeah, nobody has effect on you, so to say, like nobody can trigger you, because everything is the same energy. So the energy cannot affect itself, so to say, you know? That's again the another dream that we are believing, that somebody or something could affect us or our nature, who we truly are, which is just a contradiction itself. It's not possible, yeah? As everything is just life itself. So how can life can be in conflict with itself? This is something absolute impossible, yeah? And this is, my dark shadows are now my strengths, yeah? So it's like a beautiful metaphor. When you completely fall down to the ground, life is like putting you like on the cross to Jesus, like there's no hope anymore, totally darkness and pain and suffering. And then you are realizing who you truly are, that there's no limits and that you are infinite. And then you're rising like a phoenix out of the ashes and flying, you know, just having wings and seeing that you're unconditional. You're not broke. You're not just a human body, like a small particle of existence, but you are the existence itself. So every darkness you are facing, every challenging moments you are facing in your life, it's for a reason. It's for a reason of your self-realization of who you truly are. Yeah, that nothing can affect you, nothing can condition you. However challenging times coming or challenging circumstances, it's made for your recognition of who you truly are. Yeah, the infinity itself, eternal life. Yeah. What do you think happens when your life passes away, Lukasz? Life doesn't pass away, so you certainly mean what happens after death. Yeah, when you die, you cannot die because you are not the body. So when the death is happening, it's just the end of this body, but life continues like all the time. There will be another body, another experience, yeah, another manifestation of godliness. Always as something different, always something new. Yeah, the body comes, body goes. Yeah, like just look how many people are, 300,000 people being born every day, 160 being dying. So life is constantly manifesting itself in infinity as whatsoever. Everything is possible. So life is just manifesting itself. You will never die because you will not born. Yeah. Let me find this question, was nice here. Wait, so let's say someone insults you, what to do? Very curious. Yeah. You know, when somebody insults you, that's your biggest gift at that moment. Yeah. It sounds paradox, but it is your biggest gift, as this somebody is just reminding you that you cannot be triggered, you cannot be insulted. Yeah. So it's a gift that you give to yourself in form of a human who is seemingly insulting you, but it's not because to make you mad, to punish you, to give you bad energy, but to remind yourself, okay, I cannot be triggered. So it's a gift for you to not identify yourself with anything, because then you again lose yourself in the stories and judgment and this is bad guy, he should change. It's just a gift for you to not identify, to say, okay, I cannot be insulted, I cannot be triggered, I am myself, the love that I am, the unconditional. So it's a gift for you. If somebody is insulting you, don't lose yourself. Don't go into the stories. It's a gift for you. Hey, awaken. You know, that's a gift. Or even someone tries to rob you, what to do. Yeah, it's a, yeah. So that what you truly are is the infinity itself, eternal life, which cannot lose anything, cannot be robbed. Yeah. So it might happen that a thief is coming to your flat and stealing your TV or something. So you are thinking, oh fuck, this is so bad, holy shit, and my TV, and so, but you're identifying yourself with the TV. Again, it will be a gift for you, because that's what you truly are. It's not a human body mind system that owns something, that has a possession, but it is the existence itself. And it will be again a gift for you to remind yourself, oh, I cannot possess anything. It's just a wave coming and going, you know? So there are only gifts. I made a video on that. You can maybe check in my channel. There are only gifts. Whatever happens is a gift for you, yeah? Life is constantly talking to itself, reminding yourself of who you truly are, what you cannot not be, godliness itself, existence itself, that cannot lose anything or cannot gain anything, yeah? Because both would mean that your nature is not enough. How can God gain something or lose something? Both are devilish ideas, you know? That's the beauty. Yeah, this is a picture of Osho there. Yeah. What about the current consciousness, Lukasz? Everything is consciousness and everything is as it has to be. Otherwise, it will be different. And that's the freedom of not interacting and trying to change anything as it already is. As whatever is a direct manifestation of godliness, which you are. And to seeing that every interaction into this moment, to change it, causes only suffering, because you again lose yourself in your own creation, yeah? Yeah, thank you for subs, for the likes, guys. Yeah, so this is like a regular offer that I made for you. Live satsang, just this space for all questions, like it's happening all the time here. It is such a beautiful, you know, experience, and just exploring, reminding ourselves who we are, you know. That's the room for that. Yeah, it's a beautiful, just life itself, God itself, playing this manifestation here now, yeah. And there's nothing else, just God in self-talk, self-entertaining. And we are reminding ourselves on that, yeah. Yeah. Hello, welcome. Oh, I not really visited many countries in my life. Like, I'm living in Europe and come from Poland. I visited France and Spain and Italy. And once I went to South America, Bolivia, which was a biggest, adventure, so to say, and, you know, the most far trip, so to say. Yeah. Thank you for subs, likes, guys. So, like I said, this whole channel is all about you. It's all about your questioning, your energy that wants to be shared. Here can the question just come arise, and all this, just dissolving all those questions, yeah, as that what you truly are doesn't have any question. And just reminding ourselves, yeah, that every question only can come out of the illusion of believing or thinking that you are a human in a world, yeah, which is not possible. Yeah, you cannot not be yourself, yeah, and this is also like, you cannot change or condition however life wants to manifest itself, as there's nobody between. There's no gap between you and creator or God, or life and you in separation. So the question of free will or not free will is also like an not possible, because for free will there has to be an instance to have a free will. But just this one simple sentence, when you have a free will and I have a free will, then your free will is not a free will anymore, as I can change your will by my will. So free will is just another illusion to maintain the ego, to maintain the hell of separation, yeah? And just seeing that who is there here and now to have a free will? What a limitation. What a limitation. Out of your godliness of existence itself, Thinking, believing that you are an instance who could have a free will. What an idea. You are eternal life itself, everything. Yeah. There is one. Can you? Hi, welcome. Yeah, you can also. I have many offers, guys. You can check on my account to contact me. I have a WhatsApp group. I have one-on-one coachings, so you can, of course, have a contact with me if you wish. If you feel the resonance, you are absolutely welcome. Yeah. 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 So yeah, you can check that for sure. Like this kind of live stream is happening like almost every day. I try my best, but yeah, also the personal contact is possible if you like. Yeah. Do you know the book Stop Self-Sabotage by Dr. Judy Ho? I think I heard something about that, but I didn't read it. No. But you know, the funny thing, like what funny thing is just the fact that that what you truly are has written all the books in the world. So just to illustrate that you will never understand who you are. You will never get to the state of who you are, yeah? That idea that you are here and I can reach a state of enlightenment is already gone. Like it's not there, yeah? And reading books can happen. Like everybody of you guys, and as also here in the story of awakening, there was like absolutely devotion to books and reading and this masters and Satsang, Osho and Nisargadatta and Samarpan and all of those, you know, spiritual teachers, which occur always at a right moment, yeah? As life is arranging exactly how it has to be, yeah? You are not wrong for having no religion or belief. Actually, you are more right because that what you truly are doesn't need any religion and doesn't know any religion or belief. Yeah. Because again, it will mean that your nature, who you truly are, needs something and is in lack. It's not enough. So this absolute nakedness, what I always talk about, this absolute nakedness of not needing, not striving for anything, is the ease of existence that is what it is, but doesn't need anything. Nor belief, nor religion, no concept of whatsoever. It's just absolute beingness, and that's what you are, yeah? This absolute unconditional peace. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong or right about that, yeah? It's just the absolute nature of existence, just being life itself, which doesn't need anything, yeah? Okay, let me read the question, guys. Yeah. Yeah, the idea about the devil and Lucifer and stuff like that, just another idea. As everything is God, everything is made out of God, like Bashar says, everything is godliness. So the appearance or idea of devil or Lucifer or whatsoever is just another concept, you know. Peace. Welcome, guys, to the stream. So another idea, another trial of understanding, which never leads to your true nature, which is already here, which doesn't know any questions, yeah? Yeah, yeah. So it's like this Faust. It's a very famous German of Goethe, you know, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, where there is this Lucifer and the devil, where even the devil cannot do anything else. Even if he wants to do bad to the world, to people, he's not in power of himself to do this, because he is played by God as everything else, as an absolute harmonic arrangement of everything, all the roles, all the characters playing, where nobody has power over anybody, as everything is godliness, yeah? So the devil has no chance and no power, because it is played by God, yeah? So like President Biden and President Putin are both God, played by the same energy, by the same, you know? Yeah, I get it. Every stream I get the compliment, the German accent. Yeah. Every time. Yeah, that's nice. Hello. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. Like the seemingly opposites, seemingly duality, yeah? How can you say there's left without right, yeah? There has to be all those opposites as a, so to say, requirement for experience, yeah? Otherwise, you could not experience yourself as a child without being old and getting mature, as the opposite, yeah? You cannot get rich if you haven't been poor before. You cannot experience darkness without light. And you can continue. Thousands and thousands of opposites, man, woman, boy, girls, you know, vegans, vegetarians, meat eaters, you know, all opposites, but it's everything just life, yeah? Yeah. There's no good reason to be drinking piss, yeah, but when your life puts you in a situation, you're getting through the desert and lose yourself, you will drink your pee for sure. So, and all this relativity, yeah? So like nobody would say in the world that 1 cup of water is worth $10 million. Just one simple cup of water, yeah? $10 million? Are you crazy? How can you buy water for $10 million? Are you stupid? But just imagine, like this billionaire loses himself going through the desert by 40 degrees. He's running out of water. He's going and hoping for finding water source to drink, to survive the body. And then you are there with your bottle of water and you say, oh, you are thirsty? Yeah, please give me water, I'm dying. And then you say, $10 million. He will give you everything for that. He will give you the whole kingdom for just a cup of water. So, hello, what's up? Yash. So it's all relative, yeah? It's not like a rule that there's no exception. Everything is a constant change. Everything is a constant, you know, manifestation of change. Hi, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, I remember you. Asfak, welcome. Mohammed. I'm not sharing any knowledge here. It's not about relative knowledge. It's about reminding yourself that you are knowing and knowledge, whatever it is. It's just reminding on our godliness, which is not sharing anything. In fact, just being who you are, which is knowing and knowledge. Yeah, but I'm not sharing any knowledge here. I don't have anything to give to you and not anything to take out of you. Maybe just make you empty of every knowledge. Just completely empty you of every question, every knowledge, so you can see what you truly are, knowing itself, absolute godliness. I don't have any opinion, and everything that happens because it has to happen like it is. So if I now again I would have an opinion about something, whatever it is, again I am separating myself and having an opinion, because everything is coming out of that what I am, everything, which is the direct manifestation of your godliness. So how can you have an opinion? You know, an opinion is again a separation of an ego. And there's another ego that has an other opinion than mine. I have my opinion, you have your opinion. But we are forgetting, we are not in contact, we are not who we are, which is the same energy playing everything by itself, yeah? So, but yeah, like here, like eating meat or something, it's like also not giving attention to this worst conditions. I'm buying the most quality meat I can buy, you know? So it's like taking the best possible quality of food to the body, you know, to having the best nutrition, the best minerals, the best vitamins and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me read the questions. Yeah. Everything we do comes from our thoughts, and thoughts turn into action. Yeah, it's like thinking, actions, results, yeah? So, but we can be aware of the thinking, the limiting belief systems, whatever it is, can be just being aware of it. So we can reprogram. Just changing the software is possible all the time. Like in a computer, they can just go to the computer and see what is on the SSD, which program, which software. And you see, okay, this software doesn't serve anymore. So I just uninstall the program. Yeah, and there's a space for a new one. Yeah. So the same here with our system. Yeah. Always coming back, just being aware of whatever is, as here and now, to see, okay, this doesn't serve me. This is a limiting idea. This is a limiting belief system. Just being aware, and then it doesn't have any power over you anymore because you are conscious about that. You are aware of what is. And recognizing you are the abundance, you are the limitless eternal life, and then you are acting not anymore of the limiting belief system, but out of your godliness, and everything is possible, yeah? Yeah, like for me, it's like I don't need any opinions because I know that all only limits myself, yeah? I don't need any opinion. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. And I don't need any opinion to be myself, to be what I truly am. So every opinion will make myself small and limited again, yeah? So that's what is here. You have to discover for yourself what is the nature of opinion, and do you really need that for be who you truly are? That's the question, yeah? So like, of course, in the story of awakening of Lukasz was like also like identified, and there were many opinions about many topics. And then like more and more I was realizing I am only fighting against myself. I am only proving something just to prove that I am right and you are wrong or whatsoever. It's against separation going on. Yeah, it's not what I really am, which is life itself, which doesn't need any opinion and to prove anything to anybody, because this will be again limitation and not what life truly is. Yeah, this is what is discovered here. It just happened. Yeah, it can take time, of course. Yeah. So here was the same. Yeah. All those fears, all those limiting belief systems, we have to go seemingly through this illusion to remind ourselves on the truth, yeah, that we are. So this is how life plays itself. Seemingly forgotten, decades of time, 20, 30, 40 years, and then boom, awakening of the dream and seeing, oh, those was bullshit. But you could not avoid the process, yeah? It can take time. Of course, yeah. Yeah, we are what we are as the appearance of body-mind system. But is it about opinions? Like, yeah. So when I, meet some people sometimes, and then I see, okay, there's a tendency again to, some story going on, and the other person is just trying to defend themselves in whatsoever. But then we are again not real in contact with ourselves, which is just self-entertaining and having fun. Like God talking to himself out of these varieties of experiences and just talking about the stories, talking what I've been there, I experienced this, and just talking just out of the joy without proving anything to anybody. So just life entertaining itself, yeah, which is only joy, because out of joy only joy can arise, but not I have to prove something to you because I am right and your opinion is wrong. I have to correct this and you have to understand that I am right and you are wrong. What is that? It's again like separation, yeah? It's like hell. So eternal life that you are, seemingly forgotten in their own creation, Hello, love from Germany. God is just a word, but who you truly are is God, but it's just again a pointer on what you are, which is everything, which is the existence itself, which is eternal life, and there's nothing else. This is your nature. Yeah. Supreme reality. What is reality again? It's like seemingly recognizing that you always have been God and there's nothing else besides you. There's only you. Only you. And this is this eternal inner peace. No fight anymore in any area of life manifestation. You're not fighting against yourself anymore. Finally, peace. Like finally being your authentic true self, which is existence itself. And existence only cares about itself all the time, when there's no need for any control, no need for anything to change, as life is just unfolding itself absolutely effortlessly as it is every moment. So this ego with all this fighting mechanism, surviving and trying to change, just drops completely off. And what remains is always what you cannot not be, which is God itself in manifestation of everything. Yeah. And this absolute ease of existence, when there is a no thoughts anymore, identifying. Thoughts can arise, but you are not conditioned by the thoughts anymore. You are the sun shining behind all clouds. Yeah? Yeah. All those questions, guys, are really unnecessary. Like, just remind yourself that who is asking the questions? Who is there to ask all those questions? That's the question, yeah? Yeah, yeah. You cannot get rid of anything, not even the thoughts. As when you try to get rid of something, this will be manifested more real, because what happens is you put attention to it, yeah? Wherever the attention goes, energy flows. So when you try to get rid of thoughts, then you will create more thoughts. And this will be more real for you, yeah? Wherever attention goes, energy flows. Energy follows, yeah? So just be here and now authentically as what you are. And there's no need anymore to get rid of anything, not even the thoughts. And then you will just see that thoughts are happening or not happening. There can be no mind state of no thoughts and just this absolute beingness. But that what you truly are is not conditioned by anything. It's like beyond everything. It is everything, but cannot be conditioned by thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. It's just this absolute isness, beingness, which we are. If everyone lived like this, it will be a chaos on the streets. People need structure and a moral compass. Not really. Like, there is no people existing. It's all life playing itself, and only life knows what is good and not. Like, this is also wrong to say, but only life is. So there is no chaos, because, like I already said, nobody is there to dictate life what to do or not to do. It's always life that decides about everything, what is manifested. Yeah. And we might experience chaos now in the world because we do exactly this, like resisting the moment, resisting life. And that's why we have all those wars and all those conflicts and all those idiotic stuff that we do, yeah? This might be the consequence of trying to change life, trying to resist love, and having our own interpretations how life should be. And therefore we have a chaos in the world, so to say, yeah? So it's actually the opposite of the question. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks God it's not a view of a world. Thanks God I don't need any view, any opinion, any concept. Thanks God that what I am doesn't need anything. That's the beauty of who you are. Thanks God there's only life that you are, existence itself. Yeah. And thanks God there is no world. Thanks God there is no real universe. Thanks God there's no real evolution going on where the future is not known and we don't know where they come from. All those questions are only arising because we are forgetting that we are God. Yeah. 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 So yeah, guys, if you like it, the content, you can, of course, subscribe if you like the resonance and like this video. As I don't like to talk about it, but it helps like to grow the community, to just come together, and yeah, which is already an absolute beautiful experience to be with all you guys and talk, just talking and questions and being in the truth, you know, just it's the biggest passion for me, biggest challenge for me, biggest passion, biggest excitement to show up, you know, and being for you guys, completely, absolutely devoted to your questions, to your whatever. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yes, so this is like a regular offer that I make, and I very enjoyed that. But I also have many other offers you can check, and I'm planning to release, can you say that, like at Zoom meetings where I can even be in more direct contact, like we can see each other and talk to each other, which will be even more direct. Like this is already direct, yeah, it's live and questions are talking. But in a Zoom meeting, we can just come together in an even more direct experience to each other, yeah. So yes, this will be a very nice experience. I'm planning to this. I will let you know, of course, on my homepage, Facebook, whatever I am. You can check my channel. Yeah, yeah. Hi, welcome from England. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't respond to your message. Yeah. Because I don't see your questions. Maybe. Germany here. Thank you. Yeah. Hey. Hi. Germany. Which part of Germany? I have a second phone here of the chat, guys, so that's why. Hi from India. Welcome, Ragnarok. Yeah, no question, no answer. Yeah. And this is the silence, the absolute silence, which doesn't need anything to be what life is. That's the beauty, guys. That's the beauty, which I always give my best to remind you. We can just be in silence all the time and just being in love because there's nothing else, and no question is needed, no answer is needed, because who is asking all these questions and who needs anything? Yeah, how can life be in lack of something, and how can life need something? Hey, what's up? Welcome, human. Nice name. Yeah. Life cannot be in need of anything. Yeah. That's the beauty of who we truly are. It's just the absolute that is everything, but is not in lack of anything. That's the beauty. Eternal knowing that your nature is not conditioned. Yeah. So the ego might think when there's a silence, I have to say something because people will think about me, I'm not enough. And, you know, but silence is so beautiful. Just being without words is not worse, not better than where there are words. Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you have some questions, just share it here. Oh, this microphone is, yeah. Welcome to the stream. I'm from Germany, Rheinland-Pfalz. It's like a western part of Germany, near France, near Luxembourg. Yeah. Pakistan. I love Pakistan and I love Pakistani food. Yeah. Indian food, spicy food, biryani, pulao, masala. I have all those masalas in my kitchen. Yeah. In my studies time, where I was studying, I have many, many friends from Pakistan and India. We've been eating together, sweating together, eating this spicy food. I love that. I really love that food. This strong spices, this aroma, and oh, this is my world. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, in Germany we have many Indian shops where you can get all those, spices and rice and many, many snacks. This painting is Osho. Yeah. I have not been in Pakistan yet. No. No, not yet. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. It's a very different food what we have in Germany here. I mean, I don't like German food at all, but it's like it doesn't have any taste for me. And but again, my diet is very special. So now I'm eating like trying to imitate the diet of the primitive people before the civilization, because I discovered for myself out of many sources and books and experts, everything comes to this one point where the human body, this evolution of the human body, took millions and billions of years, 99.5 of the time percent, 99.5, by eating meat, hunting animals, and collecting vegetables, nuts, and everything what nature gave us. And only 0.5% of the time where we get settled down in one place, we've started eating rice, and making bread and being vegetarians, we have like 90-35 now. Yeah. In Germany. Yeah. Yeah, I try to find out what is the best time to stream, like for the whole world. But of course, the world is divided in so many time zones, so we can not reach anybody at the same time, which is, hard. But yeah, whoever comes to the live stream is there. Yeah. Yeah. 2:35 p.m. Okay, so it's like 6 hours back. Okay, 7. Yeah, hello. Did you guys celebrate Halloween? Hi, welcome. Yeah, I can show you my Halloween costume yesterday. Wait a second. I give you the green screen and then you can see what did I do. This one. The Joker. Yeah, it was fun. I was scaring small children and stealing their sweets. Yeah. I was in an area where there were many, only Americans actually. And they really like to, you know, celebrate Halloween, which was pretty fun. Everybody was like, you know, in a costume and stuff, which was pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, celebrating Halloween, not celebrating Halloween is both absolutely okay. So how is Germany life? Is it expensive to live? Yeah, it depends on your situation, financial situation, you know. Yeah, when you're going to like common cities, it's you will be find difficulties to find a flat or something, to place to stay maybe. But it depends, of course, if you have money, if you're for your work or whatever. So yeah, how many languages you're able to speak? German, English, Polish, little bit of Spanish. Yeah. There is no topic, like every stream has no topic. Even if I make a title, yes, it's like one direction, so to say, but we are not having any agenda, to be honest, not any script or something. It might happen, but mostly that doesn't happen. So it's just like a free self-talk here going on, depending on what is asked in the chat, what you guys want to share, what arises out of just spontaneous, direct, just this absolute freedom of not non-preparation and not tension, or, you know, just absolute ease. Yeah. Yeah, with the glasses is the issue with the reflection of the light, which is mostly very hard to avoid, as you can, like, you can make the video like in the other direction of the light, but then you are absolutely dark and the camera is not catching yourself really good. So I mostly take the glasses off for making those videos. Yeah. Yeah, nice guys that you're all here. Just this interaction is beauty itself. Yeah, just writing questions, asking, talking. Yeah. So if you guys feel the resonance to Lukasz, however, then you of course have the possibility to interact with me in many different forms of offers I have. Just to remind that there are many offers going on. Yeah, thank you for the sub. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Oh, Dresden is more far away. I'm not really living in a known city. It's like more in a natural place beside cities. It's like not a crowded place. It's a very natural place. Yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you. Welcome. Like, I don't really enjoy being in cities more than I have to be, you know. I prefer like natural places to stay, go to the nature, go into the woods, walking, hiking, just being with myself in nature, making those videos, you know, maybe reading a book, hiking. We have a very beautiful, in Germany, you have not only a very nice net of beautiful highways and streets, like a very, you know, a lot of directions everywhere, but you also have like hiking tracks all over the places. Wherever you are, there are many, plenty of them. Just walk through the nature, you know, everywhere. So that's also very beautiful. Yeah. Berlin is nice, yeah, but it's a very crowded as well. There are many cultures, many things going on. Like it's a center of the electronic music, and this is a, you know, big place. In Berlin, you find everything. You will find many aliens there. You will not believe how some people are wearing clothes there. It's like really, sometimes you'll not believe it, how they look like. There's like a known sentence: if you want to see some aliens, go to Berlin. You know, like the techno scene and the music scene is very strong there. So the culture of music is very, it's like a center of that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus was like absolutely dying on the cross and asking the Father, why do you do this to me? Why do you leave me, Father? What do you do to me? What is the reason? So he could like die, went to the, you know, back to that what he is, like what is the nature of God, and then came back as the Christ, you know. Yeah, aliens, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, yeah, it's another story, you know. It's another story. Jesus was just an appearance of life as everybody else as well, you know. So like life was talking through Jesus in a very forgotten world. So he got like killed, you know. But it's all life. Yeah. All stories, yeah. Who needs all those stories? That's the question. So Jesus, Ramana, Osho, Meister Eckhart, or Nisargadatta, or whoever, Buddha, you know. It's all life pointing to itself from different, seemingly different perspectives, but pointing all the same on the truth, which life is, you know. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah. No, not really. Another story. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for being here, guys. I will also end the stream now. The evidence is just being yourself and exactly knowing who you are. That's the only evidence. That's all what is needed. Just to remind yourself who you are. Then you will see that all stories have no relevance, no importance at all. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for being here. What is an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for all those likes and subs. And if you like the content, like I said, you can discover many things on my channel. I will do it regularly in this format and many different other formats, as many things are planned. Let's see what comes to reality. And yeah, I'm happy about the interaction with you guys, all those questions, everything. What happens here is like, yeah, nice energy exchange flowing. And yeah, you come too late a little bit. Unknown subject. Okay. Yeah, guys, thank you for being here. Have a nice, beautiful here and now. And yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, see ya.